A circle is one of the most basic objects you can create. There are several different methods you can use to create circles. The two-point method lets you specify any 2 points to define the diameter of the circle, whereas the three-point method lets you create a circle that passes through 3 points. Let's look at an example of a two-point circle. Notice that you can select this method by clicking the arrow adjacent to the Circle tool on the Draw panel of the Home ribbon. Note that you could also simply start the Circle command and then specify the 2-point option by clicking the 2P option in the command line, typing 2P, right-clicking and choosing the 2-point option from the shortcut menu, or by pressing the down arrow key and then selecting the option from a list. When you choose this option, the program prompts you to specify the first endpoint of the circle's diameter. I'll click to select a point. The command then prompts you to specify the second endpoint of the circle's diameter, and as I move the cursor, notice that I can see the diameter of the circle in the drawing window. The first point I picked is at one end of the diameter, and the other end of the diameter is attached to my cursor. The program shows me the length of the diameter line. Also note that we can specify the angle of the diameter line. Remember that east or 3 o'clock is the 0 angle, and angles increase in a counterclockwise direction. So at this point I can either pick the other end of the diameter or press the Tab key to cycle between the length and angle values. To lock the diameter line in at an angle of 45 degrees, I can press Tab until that field is active, then type 45, and then press the Tab key to switch back to the diameter value. Notice that the angle is now locked, but I can continue to move the cursor to drag the length of the diameter. I can then type in the diameter, let's say a value of 3. A 3-point circle lets you create a circle by specifying 3 points. The resulting circle will pass through those 3 points. I'll start the command and then pick the first point, and then the second point. Notice that when I go to pick the third point, I can see the resulting circle. As I move the cursor, the size of the circle changes. The circle continues to pass through the first 2 points, but the resulting circle changes as I prepare to select the third point. When I click to pick the third point, the circle is created. Notice that after you create the circles, if you select them, grips are displayed at their center points and the quadrant points. Even though these circles were not defined based on their center points, once you create them, the properties of all circles include the center point and radius. It doesn't matter how they were created. Regardless of the method you used, they're all the same type of circle object.